questions that you had trouble with, and also identify the ones that were just easy and confirm that that is the right answer. So I'm going to put you into your teams in the breakout room, and I want you just to run through each one and make sure that you have the right answer, and the team that has the most wins the Grover Cup.
Were you able to get through all of them?
No. I only got up to number 7.
Yeah, same.
But the 4, I'm struggling with a headache at the moment.
That's not fun. Alright. I guess we just go through them one by one then?
Might be easier if someone shares their screen with it.
Yeah. I would share my screen, but I'm on a different device for the recording, so someone else should probably share the screen.
Here, I can share.
Cool. Thanks, Gabe.
You're welcome. Okay. Number 1A, I said, was.
What did you guys get?
Yeah, was.
I got the same.
Yep. We're all in agreement.
For B, I said, helps.
Yep.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, helps.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement.
Okay. Number 2A. I skipped this one.
It's like the garage was destroyed by fire. Apparently, it was caused by a gas leak.
Yeah, I think.
Works.
Okay. For B,
What did you guys get for B? Because I had trouble with B.
I did too.
I just kind of rearranged the entire sentence. Like, since winter came early this year, the fruit crop was a failure. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but that's how it sounds grammatically correct.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing that, but I wasn't sure if that's what we were supposed to do. So.
Yeah, and I had the fruit crop was a failure as winter had came early that year, so yeah, rearranging was the only thing I thought of.
Yeah, I think I put the because instead of as, but yeah, same thing.
All right.
number 3.
I put a period after terrified, or you could put a comma and.
A semicolon could also go there.
True.
Mm.
Which one do you think is best?
People are generally more impressed when you can use semicolons properly, but anything works.
Cool. Alright, and then you can say for B, push the handle carefully to the left if you want to put that there, and then put a period or comma and or semicolon.
That's a comma and.
Or don't forget, yeah. Alright, 4A.
I put like Jerry slammed the brakes and the car skidded into the ditch. Like with
That's
the
what I was
comma.
I put when Jerry slammed on the brakes, the car skidded into the ditch.
Oh yeah, that works too.
I put so instead of and. Jerry slammed the brakes. So yeah. So do we choose one?
I think we just gotta say like if we got it right or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the next one, there's a few things we could do. We could put just a period and make it 2 instead of a comma, or you can say it is important. It is very important to read the label first.
I put read the label first as this is very important, like putting as in between.
Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that works.
And I had done what you said second. It is very important to read the label first.
Or 5A. I just said Bob tried to recover his balance quickly.
I did Bob quickly tried.
Bob quickly tried to. Yeah, that works too. And then B, I said the principal called the culprits as soon as he arrived. Is what I said for B.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't completely sure what to do with 6A because it sounded okay with me. So what did you guys get for 6A?
I was stuck on that one.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. So I don't know what. I can't figure out what the problem with that sentence is.
Would it be if you switch only and gets?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can see.
Is yeah,
It's only-
that was the only thing that made sense. Because
Okay,
it's in the wrong place, right?
Yeah,
Modifier?
that makes sense. Okay, so it gets only.
Yeah.
And then 6B is the coach angrily spoke, chomping on his cigar, maybe with a comma. What did you guys go for that one?
Well, I think we put it exactly how you read it, because it's actually spoke angrily, but you read it angrily spoke. I think that's how we would
Right.
do it.
Right, yeah. Alright, for 7, I said many hippos stared at the hunters rowing down the river.
I didn't
That
get
makes
to this one, but
Okay,
Many hippos.
yeah, this is the last question I got to, so just 7A and B is the last one.
this
It's pretty
one's
much-
like this one's like unclear with the who is rowing down the river. So I think like many hippos stared at the hunters, rowing. No, that doesn't work either. Hold on.
Well, it does because it puts the rowing down the river right beside the hunters. Sorry.
Mm.
I said many hippos stared as the hunters were rowing down the river.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying
yeah.
to say. It just wasn't coming out.
Okay.
And then 7B, I got a good pair of new boots is needed to be able to enjoy skiing. Just reverse it. Do you guys get anything different?
Mm.
I think that
Same
works.
thing.
That's as far as I got. Did any of you guys get further than 7?
Nope, but we
No,
can
no.
probably just go through them as a group.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing could be replaced with anything.
So for the
For A, Mark did not buy anything for Christmas.
yeah, Yeah, you could say did not buy anything, or you could say bought nothing. They both work. So did not buy anything.
So if he did not buy nothing, he bought something.
Yeah, exactly. And then the next one, you could just say Sally hardly ate anything.
Or Sally did not eat anything.
Yeah.
All right, 9A. This one, you either just have to choose one of the things, or you just say this book is out of stock because it's not being printed. I think.
No, because parallelism, it has to have the same word, whatever. Like,
Okay,
it has
right.
to end the same. So it's like, the book is out of stock and not printed, because being is the incorrect one. That one's kind of hard, though. It's like the second one is like, has to be reading, writing, and then you have to change it to memorizing.
Right.
But so you have to do kind of the same thing with A, but this one's hard.
But this book is out of stock and no longer being printed would also work?
No, because it's still the being. Like, is no longer printed. I think that's what you have to change it to. Like, the book is out of stock and is no longer printed.
Okay. Sounds right.
All right. 10A. This one.
I'll just get rid of the first never, right? I have and will never understand Shakespeare.
Yeah, I think. I was just trying
Maybe
to
like I have never understood and will never understand.
Well, no, because it says a necessary omission of words, which means that there's an extra word here that's not needed. So that means we take out one of the words.
I have and
No,
will
that'd
never.
be a necessary addition.
Yeah,
That'd mean
omission.
there's two extra. Omission means there was a word taken out when it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah. So I think that understood body would make sense.
I have never understood and will never understand.
Like, unnecessary omission, that means they took out words when they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
For 11A, is just Roy is smarter than any other boy in the class? Or do you guys have any other ideas?
I think that's right.
Yeah, any other boy?
Like, the average summer temperature of Castlegar is higher than the average summer temperature of Edmonton.
That works. Throwing.
Bill was rough and tough, and his brother was meek and wild.
Yeah,
I don't think wild
that
is
works.
appropriate in there. Or I guess if it's subordination, however, would work better, because you're having rough and tough, and then you get the opposite of meek and wild.
But, okay.
Subordinating conjunction is a word or phrase that links a dependent clause and an independent clause. So that's the definition of the. Would it be like, even though his brother was meek and mild?
Or you could just put while before Bill instead. You could either say while his brother was meek and mild, or you could say while Bill was rough and tough, his brother was meek and mild too.
Or you could use whereas.
Yeah. I mean, it says they use the wrong conjunction, so while is what we should change. And for this one, I guess we should change it.
Right.
Maybe although.
Like instead of while there, or I think although only works if you put it before although Bill was rough and tough. It just doesn't sound right to say Bill was rough and tough although his brother was.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right. So we're gonna do although as at the beginning.
Whereas.
Yeah, we could do whereas.
Yeah, I feel like whereas makes the most sense.
Sure. Alright. B.
Well, B just doesn't make sense to me. Sounds fine, but
Yeah, right. I can't find anything wrong with it.
Have to be when, but I can't see why when.
I think the only way we can make it subordinated is just say when I broke my ankle, I was halfway down the mountain. There's nothing wrong with the sentence itself, but they would just want us to make it just subordinating conjunction. So they would just have to say when I broke my ankle, I was halfway down the mountain.
But that would just switch the structure.
Yeah, it would, but I mean, I think it's the only thing we can do because that's the only thing I can think of to make it subordination. Because that sentence in itself seems like an okay sentence.
Yeah,
It's just not subordination. Only for.
which is the part that needs to be dependent and independent? Is it the beginning that needs to be dependent? Or
The ankle is the dependent part, I think.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I can think is they want us to say where instead of when, but that just doesn't read right to me.
No, it does. I think we just have to put when I broke my ankle at the beginning. I think that's really the only thing we can really do there.
Yeah, because I guess that's the subject.
My only problem with that is that it really doesn't do what it asks us to do, but I can't think of anything else, so it's our best bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one, the and should be turned to a but. After the soccer game, I was very tired, but I could not sleep.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
That could also work, but
Sorry.
Oh yeah, it is also a good one.
Okay. But or yeah.
yeah, but already.
Could you change which to it, like before the trip, but it soon disappeared?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that works.
I would have said it or that.
I think it sounds a little better. Okay, pronoun. I knew it was her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him.
Him.
I think it might be she for the first one, because it's like she had written the note. It's not like her had written the note.
But it was her who had.
Right.
She who had.
Yeah, it still sounds better with her. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds. I think you got a good point though, but to me, her still sounds better than she.
Okay.
So.
Mm.
Yeah. Kind of. Are we doing her or she? What do you guys think?
Her.
Just keep her. Okay.
Yeah, I would vote her, but uncertainly.
Then C.
I think whom?
Boom.
That refers to an individual.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So 15A.
From instead of by?
No, it might be the.
Maybe.
I think it's actually the hung. I think it's supposed to be hanged.
Hmm.
Hanged is for people, I'm pretty sure.
Using words incorrectly, but which word?
I think it's hung because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be hanged. Because I'm pretty sure when you talk about people, you could say you need to hang to them. Although I'm fairly certain that was the.
Hanged is the past tense of to hang when it means to kill someone by tying a rope from blah 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 blah. So it is hanged.
Yeah.
Then I had forgotten my book.
Yeah, that works.
It'd be like many people believe his story.
That's what I was thinking too. I wasn't completely sure, but I'm thinking. Yeah, I think it's probably many. Can't think of anything else.
It's the I think a lot. It's like uncertain, whereas yeah, many people believe.
Okay.
Get rid of back for 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then get
Should
rid
we
of
add
together.
that next?
Pardon?
Isn't it supposed to be? I don't know if that was a grammatical error, but isn't this supposed to be the next morning, or am I just crazy?
Yeah, that probably should be the next morning too.
Yeah.
Everybody. Hi.
Hello.
No, my internet was being a jerk, so I just got on. But
What's up?
just to give you a rundown.
We are fixing the grammar of a bunch of sentences.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're on 16.
Perfect.
This
Then I
one,
think-
the next.
Oh.
Sorry, I think it's. We just have to get rid of together, or just say work instead of cooperate.
Yeah.
It's either work together or get rid of together altogether.
I think just get rid of together because that means you're not changing it too much.
Yeah.
Are we done?
We
we're
have
in
a few more
17.
questions left.
Yep. 4 left.
Wow. Okay.
Speedy.
Yeah. Very speedy. The other class or the other question 10.
Yeah, when we started, every one of us had only gotten to about question 7, so a lot of this we're just doing together for the first time.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
So construction ship.
We're on return to camp next morning. I don't think back. Return back. It's like a
Cut out the word back.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what we said too.
I think we're on 17 now.
Yeah, we're on 17
Oh,
now.
okay.
We did 16, yeah.
So for A, you should always have kind of like the subject of what's happening. Like the pronoun should be at the beginning.
Well,
Okay,
it's okay.
So like,
While I was walking home, okay, now that verb came, is it what it should be?
Oh, that's in the wrong tense, is it not? Or
How could we rephrase it just to clarify the meaning?
did you put had come or I had come face to face?
Or we could just say, I encountered a Sasquatch.
While I was walking home. Yeah, that's fine too.
wait, so do we need to switch it then? Or just keep it while I was walking home, I encountered a Sasquatch?
You know, with came, I think the secretary didn't keep it the way it was because it was originally come. While I was walking home, I come face to face with the Sasquatch. It's like somebody telling a very exciting story on the weekend and using wrong grammar. And to correct it, it would be I came. So it actually already is okay, and you just told me that it was as well because you were replacing it with the past tense of the verb encounter. So while I was walking home, I came face to face, or I encountered, I saw. Yeah, all of these things would be past tense. The next one is tricky. As you fly over the prairies, hundreds of lakes can be seen. I'll be impressed if anybody can figure out what's the problem.
Would it be like as you fly over the prairies, you can see hundreds of lakes?
Wow.
That's what I thought.
Yes. Miss Body.
Good one.
That was
Good
impressive.
one.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
What she did is she made it both active voice because right now the first clause is active voice, the second clause is passive. So you gotta pick one and stick with it.
Can you repeat it again, Sally?
As you fly over the prairies, you can see hundreds of lakes.
Yeah.
Okay, for 8 and 8, we just need to get rid of in the eye. Because we have to look at the situation with an open mind, I think.
Yeah. I was
good.
giggling at that one.
In the eye and an open mind. These are two things that are mixed. You can't picture an open mind other than, having a Halloween gore kind of image. In other words, it's a metaphor.
Right, yeah, it's not a metaphor, but...
Well, an open mind is a
So
metaphor for what?
Like mental flexibility. Seeing things from lots of perspectives.
Yeah, exactly. And so whatever we say a metaphor means, we replace it with what we say it actually means. So what does it mean to say in the eye? Well, directly and with an open mind. That's a harder one to actually fix, but come up with something succinct to replace it with. maybe even objectively.
Yeah.
We have to look we have to look directly at the situation objectively.
Sure.
I'm just going to pop into the other group and see how far along they are. We will be having our Chapter 13 quiz first thing next class.
Okay. Can we say we have to consider the situation with an open mind?
No, she said we have to look directly at the
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
For 18B, my brother is always aware when he's driving the truck.
Yeah, that's what on his toes.
Yeah.
Alert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
If 19A. Oh, sorry. You can.
It's okay. I was gonna say you could switch it out with something super simple, like finally.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
High five.
True.
Stopped.
Yeah. Solved. Yeah.
I was angry because I was fatigued.
You're just like
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
I was angry because I was tired.
I have no comment.
I second that.
You get 19B.
Yeah, what was.
Just, the problem must be solved. The problem must be solved is what we said.
Mhm.
Just get rid of the nip in the bud.
I can only
Just
think
to
of like
solve.
extra super wordy ways to fix that. I'm like, oh, those are bad.
Yeah. All right, I think we're finished then.
All right.
I guess we could be here till she ends the breakover.
Class is
She
done in
never
3
ends the
minutes. We can probably just leave.
Probably.
Tag along on your great ideas.
Yeah, well.
Is it sunny where you guys were today? That did make sense. Was it sunny earlier where you guys are today?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I don't,
It was.
I don't actually know. I've been in the office all day.
You have no windows, Cody?
No, this is in the basement. It's the only place I can be away from everyone else.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Company's got like 2 hours of sunshine.
Yeah. It's supposed to be sunny for the next couple of days anyway, which is nice. So.
Mm-hmm. But colder nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's what blankets are for.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to get more blankets.
Yeah. Have you been cold?
Yeah.
The parking lot was just a layer of ice last night. I was trying to walk to my car multiple times because I kept forgetting stuff in it, and I almost fell like multiple times and never learned my lesson because I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, the parking lot is treacherous now, hey?
Yeah.
Back doors of my car have started freezing shut, and I have to yank on them to open them.
Oh, no.
Oh, fun.
Lock my door sometimes, or lock it. It just won't work.
I heard that vinegar helps if your doors are freezing. You can spray it with vinegar, but you have to do it like when the car's hot, and then it doesn't freeze. I don't know.
Interesting.
Or someone's tricking me, and it will make it freeze really bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we can just leave then. I don't know. She's not. Sorry,
We did
3:50.
Maybe head back to the main room to see.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good idea.
We got a new breakout room.
Was there other than the quiz next day, was there any reading homework?
Not that I remember.
Just read chapter 14, but the quiz.
Yeah. 13 quiz is on next class.
Okay. Did we do a quiz today?
We went over these slides. We went over some slides, and then grammar practice thing. There's a link to on the Moodle page in the research section, and then we just did the grammar thing that you joined into.
Okay. Oh, maybe I'll look at that after this.
Yeah, so Jen, it says chapter 13 and 14 is pretty much everything that we did today.
Okay. Wonderful. Okie doke. Well, big folks soon then, I guess.
See you guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
See ya.
Yeah.